different views here. According to a recent presentation by Rabbi Professor Shia Cohen, a respected historian at the Jewish Theological Seminary, he said the old view was that Jesus was a lawbreaker. Now we realize that he was an absolute Torah-keeping, observant Jew, although he differed with some of the rabbinic traditions in his day, and there were many different traditions and many different viewpoints, just as today there are Reformed Jews of true Christians, not those that called themselves Christians and denied it by their very actions, but generation after generation has blessed those that curse them. As I think of Jewish Christians who survived the Holocaust, who lost their entire families to the Nazis, weeping with Nazis and forgiving them, and seeing that open the door to these people truly repenting.
Just a note on this. He said that Jewish Christians, their families were killed in the Holocaust. Why were they killed in the Holocaust? Brownie and a lot of Christians believe that the Holocaust was because the Jews did not believe in their dead God. But these Christian Jewish did believe. So why were they killed? So again, this whole Christianity, all these are liars of all the liars in the world. You can't get any bigger liars than this. Oh, and also many, many Christians were killed in the Nazi era in World War II. But they don't say that because they believed in their Jesus, they died. And also, during the Black Plague, it was mostly Christians that got killed. Why don't they say then that they got killed because they worshiped the false god? That they won't say. But in World War II, they have the Nazi era, they'll say, oh, the Jews got killed because they didn't believe in his false god. In fact, in the Black Plague, almost no Jews got killed. And the Christians, of course, blamed the Jews for not worshiping their false god and getting killed with them. Well, we'll go on.
They learned that spirit from Jesus. We're told, according to Matthew 5, Jesus said that you had to keep rabbinic law. He did not say that. He said you had to be faithful to Torah. That would not be of the sages. In other words, if the majority of the rabbi says this is what the law says, and God from heaven says that's not true, you can overrule him. What's that based on? Exodus 23:2. The Hebrew clearly says, do not follow the majority to pervert justice. However, the words don't follow the majority were cut down to follow the majority. According to Chief Rabbi Hertz in his commentary on the Pentateuch, page 316, he says the rabbis disregarded the literal meaning of the last three words of the verse. The verse says, don't follow the majority. It got taken to say follow the majority, even if it means overruling God. I say very clearly, it's not Jesus or the New Testament that is deviated from the Hebrew Bible. I say this with pain. I myself have written on anti-Semitism in the so-called church. I have written about the beauty that is to be found in rabbinic Judaism. And don't make all these people into demonic monsters. I have to say in all candor, though, that the rabbinic faith has departed from Scripture. I could multiply examples on and on and on. Time, however, won't permit me to do that. We were told that following Jesus, recognizing him as Son of God, is idolatry. I would suggest that you look at various Hebrew roots, take a concordance, look up avad, which means to serve or worship, look up hishtachava, which means to bow down before or prostrate, look up the Aramaic verb palach, which means to serve or worship, and you will see that all of these are spoken of God and the earthly or messianic king, in Psalm 72 and Psalm 18, for example, in Daniel chapter 7. We are told to worship and serve God, but it also says that the Israelites will worship or serve or bow down before the messianic king. There's nothing idolatrous about that.
Okay, remember, he said avad, you should look it up, avad, ishtachaveh, and palach. These are all, whenever it says that, it means to worship the Messiah or to worship God. So we'll look it up if that's correct or not. So first we'll go to serving. Okay, Genesis chapter 15, 14. Okay, we'll go here. Genesis chapter 15, 14. And also the nations whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come with great substances. and also the nations whom they shall serve. Okay, here's avad, and it says the nations whom they shall serve. Here, no one is bowing down, or no one is worshiping other gods. This has nothing to do avad with worshiping other gods. Okay, Genesis 25. Okay, and the Lord said unto what? 2 nations on the womb, and 2 peoples shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. V'rav yavod zahir. So is this younger a god? Because it says avod. He said anytime it says avod, it means worshiping God or worshiping the Messiah. Okay? These are 2 nations. Rebekah had 2 children, and one of them will worship the other. Okay, so Esau and Jacob it's talking about. Next, we'll go on to Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 11. And it shall be, if it make the ends of peace open up unto thee, then it shall be that all the peoples around the nation therein shall become tribute to thee and shall serve thee. So this talking about the Israelites. Well, all the Israelites are gods. Deuteronomy 20:11, 28:36. And the Lord will bring thee thy king, whom they shall set over thee into a nation, and thee and thy fathers, and there you shall serve other gods. Avad also means serving other gods. Avad here, avad, the word avad, and this is, yes, we agree that Christians worship other gods, and avad means the worship of the gods. That we agree. And here's in Joshua, because they always listen to prophets more than God. But we'll see over here, where's that? 23:37. And ye come not among these nations, these that remain among you, neither make mention of the name of their gods, nor cause to swear by them, neither serve them. The word avad is here. Serve nor worship them. Okay? Notice Christians have heard that no Jew ever mentions their false god. Here it is, neither mention or the name of their gods, of the other nations. So therefore, Jews do not mention that J-boy, his name. Okay, going on, he said, Ishtachavu. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go see where, here it is. Okay, and it's bowing. Okay, chapter 19, verse 1. Okay, it's chapter 18, verse 1. And the Lord appeared unto him by the tabernacle of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, 3 men stood over him against him. And he said, My Lord, if now I found favor, I pray thee from thy servant. Okay? This is where they get that you should worship that a man is a god. Let now fetch to wash the water. And Abraham hastened and he lifted up his eyes and looked, and all 3 men stood against him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door and bowed down to the earth. Okay? So here Brownie Boy and his Christians claim that since he bowed down, that means worship. That means to worship a creator. So he claimed, actually here it says that, here it proves actually that they worship 3 gods. He bowed down to all of them. So this proves that Christianity worships 3 gods.